Hello, my friends. My name is Gabriel Silva. I speak some languages.
Da italiano.
And now it's time for another challenge. And I would like you to join me in a similar challenge. And some of you may ask me, and rightfully so, Gabriel, why so many challenges? What are you doing with your life? And I'll tell you, you know what? I think that when you challenge yourself, when you establish a challenge for yourself, considering whatever goal you may have, it could be for language learning or for anything else, what you can do is that you can achieve a lot of progress. You can really progress toward your goal. And for language learning, it's great to have really concrete challenges, I find. If you have a very abstract challenge like, oh, I want to be fluent in whatever, Dutch in 2 years, that's really abstract. So personally, I really like to set specific challenges to achieve specific goals as I progress in a certain language. My favorite language is Russian, and something interesting that has been happening is that because of the fact that I've been neglecting it in a way, because I haven't been speaking it really frequently, I've been losing a lot of vocabulary. So what I want to do is I want to improve my vocabulary once again, and I also want to improve my accent in Russian. Now, usually, many Russians have mentioned that my accent is good or at least decent in Russian. That being said, right now I think it's worse because of the fact that like I said, I haven't been practicing that often. So the goal of the challenge will be to improve vocabulary as well as improve my accent a bit. And I will do so by memorizing and reciting on video by the end of the challenge. And I'll give myself a week. The initial speech of Salieri in the play Moçart e Salieri from the great poet Pushkin. Moçart e Salieri is a play that inspired the movie Amadeus. If you haven't watched Amadeus, I recommend it. It's a relatively old movie. It's from 1984, I think. And for those who haven't watched it, I won't spoil it too much for you. I'll just say that in the opening scene, Salieri basically explains why he is envious of Mozart. Now, if you're doing a similar challenge for your language, I suggest you try to pick something that you can find online, perhaps on YouTube, a native speaker of that language who's reciting the same thing. So let's say that you want to do this. You want to memorize part of a play, perhaps a movie or a poem or even a song. That can be an interesting challenge for you to boost your vocabulary, and it can be high-level vocabulary. However, I always recommend don't bite more than you can chew. If you are at a very basic level and you pick really high-level vocabulary, then it could be that the challenge won't be that useful. However, if it's something that you really enjoy, it may be useful anyway because it will help you learn some new vocabulary as well as improve your accent, especially since you will be listening to somebody reciting it, assuming that whatever you choose is a famous piece of art, like a play or a movie or whatever. Something that is well known enough so that you can find somebody on YouTube or wherever else reciting it, right? Below the video, I will be adding the links to Mozart and Salieri, including a small part of the monologue by Salieri that I will be learning. It's not too long, it's not too short, so I believe that a week should be enough, and I will be sharing updates showing how I'll be learning this. One important thing too, as you choose whatever you want for your challenge, is try to choose something you really like, something you're really interested in. I personally find this initial monologue by Salieri really interesting. I really like it. So I will essentially have fun in this challenge, and that will enable me to stay highly motivated. So what does this mean? That by the end of the week, 7 days from the moment I post this video, I shall have a video on YouTube of me reciting this work. And you, internet, can hold me accountable. Will I succeed in the challenge? Certainly, I believe I will. So let's get started. Also, if you're interested in doing a similar challenge but you don't know what to do, ask me and I'll try to give you some direction. So people, if you like the video, click on like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, click on my face to do so. And good luck, my friends, with your own challenge.